discussion about the future of broadband and technology in Colorado and how we can grow our economy and increase the investments that we need to make in order to continue taking us into a brighter future. Really want to thank you for being here, and also thank Senator Lois Talktrup for arranging to have a room for us. We really appreciate her help with that. We also have a few of our advisory board members who are here. Erik is among them, but we also have Wendy Como from the Colorado Technology Association, so thanks to her for coming. Brian Enderweiss, who is he runs Longs Peak Analytics, and Elliot Bath, who's the founder of Sunnyside Strategies. We really appreciate them being here. A couple other advisory board members couldn't make it. I'd also like to thank the panelists for your participation. You guys have all been at the forefront of these issues for quite a long time, and we appreciate your experience and expertise in being here. We have Larry Irving, who I'm going to introduce here shortly. Erik Mitisek, he's the chairman of Built in Denver and co-founder of Next Great Place. He's very active in the high technology community, especially here in Denver. And we're also fortunate to have two great legislators who have been at the forefront of these issues, advancing Colorado's technology future. We have Representative Angela Williams, who represents District 7 in the House, and she's also chairwoman of the House Business, Labor, and Economic and Workforce Development Committee. We have Senate Assistant Minority Leader Mark Scheffel, who serves District 4. So thank you very much for coming. Couple of things, we did have a request, if you're able to turn off your cell phones. It could interfere with some of the mics. And if you're sharing on Twitter today, please use the hashtag ConnectedWest. I'll keep my comments brief, but I did want to set the tone for today's conversation with a reflection on comments Steve Jobs actually made during an interview that took place about 18 years ago. In 1995, he was exiled from Apple, you might remember, and he was running Next. And later on, the software from Next would become the core of the Mac. But shortly before he sold Next to Apple, he was doing an interview for a series called Triumph of the Nerds. And during the interview, he asked what his vision was for the next 10 years for technology. And this is what he had to say. The web is incredibly exciting because it is the fulfillment of a lot of our dreams, that the computer will ultimately not be primarily a device for computation, but metamorphosized into a device for communication. With the web, that's finally happened. I think that the web is going to be profound in what it does to our society. Billions and billions, soon tens of billions of dollars worth of goods and services are going to be sold on the web. The smallest company in the world can look as large as the largest company in the world. The web is going to be the defining technology, the defining social moment for computing. I think it's going to be huge. And I think, looking back, I think we can all agree that that's true, which is why we're here today. And we have a guest who shared a similar vision, for the internet and technology. He was instrumental in development and passage of the Telecommunications Act of 1996, considered at the time the most sweeping change in America's telecommunications laws in 60 years. Larry Irving is president and CEO of the Irving Group, a consulting firm providing strategic advice and assistance to international telecommunications and information technology companies, foundations, and nonprofit organizations. He served as vice president for global government affairs for the Hewlett-Packard Company, and prior to founding the Irving Group in 1999, he served for almost 7 years as assistant secretary of commerce for communications and information and administrator of the National Telecommunications and Information Administration, where he was a principal advisor to President Clinton, the vice president and secretary of commerce on domestic and international telecommunications and information technology issues. So thank you for coming today, and we look forward to learning more about what you have to say and learning from your experience.